Hey everyone, welcome to the Overwatch Tower. This is DeathFS, the OG midlife gamer. What to expect from this channel, guys? First and foremost, this is going to lead up to the Overwatch first-person shooter by Blizzard. This is while we're waiting for the beta and then the release of Overwatch, we're going to take on some topics. Number one, Blizzard games, evolution of first-person shooters, and in some ways the de-evolution of first-person shooters. Esports, where it started and where it's at now, and then we're going to dabble in some randomness, just because, well, just because. One of the random topics, here's an example, is the girls in gaming from a perspective of a father who has girls who games. As you can see, I've been playing the Rainbow Six Siege beta while I've been waiting for the Overwatch beta. And because of that, I'm going to start off with a little review based on the last few days of play that I've been able to experience. First of all, the general feeling of this game is pretty good. It's definitely in beta, and you can tell from some of the issues that I've noticed. The biggest ones being connection issues, disconnect issues that are pretty random, loading screen issues. Like I said, you can basically tell it's a beta. The playability of the game-wise is actually pretty good, and I actually like the game. Now, as for longevity, there's some glaring issues that I believe need to be fixed. There's two modes, really, that you can play. One's PvP, 5v5, and the other mode is co-op. And within co-op, you can play by yourself or with 4 other players. I like to play PvP. I also like to play the co-op. Just depends on my mood. And there's a lot of glaring issues with the co-op system that I've noticed based upon the videos that they've posted about what their co-op is supposed to offer versus what I'm actually experiencing. The game host migration system, it needs work, and by that I mean there needs to be one. How it works in the game is in the co-op system, when there's 5 of you, one person is designated as the host, and everybody connects to that host, and you play off of that system. The problem is when the host leaves or gets disconnected, the whole game that you've been playing, that whole match, is totally null and void. It's gone. You have to start the whole matchmaking process. One of the big things that they really claimed was the AI was supposed to be revolutionary. As you set the difficulty higher, the AI is supposed to respond accordingly. Problem is, I really hate, this is a pet peeve of mine, when a company claims an AI as a feature, when in reality it's not AI, it's basically programming in randomness, random spawning. Okay, it was really noticeable. One day you're playing, and as you cleared places, you didn't have to worry about it, right? And then all of a sudden, after a patch or a little fix, you go in and you clear something, and all of a sudden you turn around and something has spawned behind you, literally spawned behind you. Okay, not running around from a different place and coming at you, but oh my goodness, 1 second then they're not there, and the next second they are. Okay, that's not AI. Another thing that they claim is, as you turn up the difficulty, they increase the accuracy. Well, there's a difference between accuracy and you standing next to a wall and they shoot through the wall, The computer has basically wall hacked you. You haven't done anything to give away your location, and they shoot through the wall and you're dead. Or another instance that I had was I went up to a door, getting ready to breach, and 5 guys jump out the window above me. Boom. There absolutely 0 things I could do, and I was dead. Okay. You know, when you're sitting there waiting anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes to get into a match, and then you get taken out of it, you have 1 life, and you get taken out because of, not because of AI, but because of really bad programming, that's an issue. Okay. And a lot of people will have issues with that if this is not fixed come release of the game. PvP wise, I think the PvP is on point. This game is 100% about teamwork, whether you're in co-op or whether you're in PvP, and you can really tell when people are actually using teamwork. If they're actually using the voice chat and they're working as a team, it's night and day. So on that note, I really wish there's a way to differentiate pre-made groups versus random match-made groups. And I hope moving forward that systematically there's a way to match up these 2 different groups, because it's really going to suck if you get into a random match-made group and you're trying to play and you get matched up against a group that's, you know, let's say 5 guys that have been playing games together for years, like some of me and my friends have, and they really don't even have to communicate much. They already know what each other are going to do, and they're already, you know, 3 steps ahead of these guys, and it's going to suck if you're constantly getting matched up against that. So this game conceptually is a good game. The teamwork aspect is awesome. I mean, fix the issues, some, you know, the connections and all that, the beta issues, and it could be a really good game. Now, what could they do to make this a really great game and make this last? I've been saying this for years, okay, to my friends, to anybody that listen. First-person shooter games need to embrace the spirit of competition. And especially any game that focuses on teamwork and cooperation, they really need to fully embrace competition. What I mean by that is ladder system. You need to be able to have a way of comparing yourself to the next guy or the next group or the next team, the next squad. Okay? Humans by nature are very competitive. Gamers are even more competitive. And first-person shooters are competitive to a whole nother level. They want to know where they rank, where they want to know where they place. Okay? Give us a system that allows us to see that. 2, a tournament system. Whether it's hosted by you or you allow somebody else to do it, enable a system within the game to easily promote and host tournaments. Okay? This competition. People want to compete. They want to know that they're better than the next guy. And finally, a challenge system. Okay? This goes along with the ladders and tournaments. What's the point of competing against somebody if you can't challenge the people that are above you? Okay? People want to be able to play against the next guy, and that's all I'm going to say on this matter for now. In a future episode, I'll go into a little bit more, in the evolution of first-person shooters and in esports, and eventually leading up to why I think Blizzard is actually going to take first-person shooters and elevate them and actually make them evolve into a whole nother genre of gaming that we don't have right now. That is it for this episode, guys. Leave any comments that you have. Um, I want to hear them. If there's anything you want me to talk about specifically, let me know. Again, we're going to focus on Blizzard games, first-person shooter games, and once in a while I will actually go off on a little bit random tangent. Like I said, just because I can, and just because that's the way my mind works. Um, Thank you very much, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.